Thomas E. James, and I left the service as a damage controlman, 3rd class. And after boot camp, I didn't opt to go to a school. I received my orders to go to the USS Hector in Long Beach, California. Went home for maybe we had a week's leave, and then we had to go report to the ship. The ship the Hector had just come out of mothballs, and they had a lot of civilian contractors on board. There wasn't much for us to do. We were all in what they call deck force. We were swabbing the deck, we were scraping paint and painting, polishing brass. And the fact that each day all we did was start at the bow of the ship and mopped all the way to the stern, and we went back to the bow and we mopped all the way to the stern. It was just to keep us busy because the ship was being re-outfitted. It had been in mothballs, and I do remember that I got to the fire watch. We would work with a civilian contractor. If you were doing something, pipe fitting or whatever, they would have me sit with the fire extinguisher just in case. And that was pretty nice because a lot of the guys would say, look, you know, we'll keep an eye out if you want to go to sleep or whatever, take it easy. And I don't remember how long they were pretty close to wrapping things up. And that's when they said, you know, what do you want to do? We're going to start to fill below decks ratings and get this ship going. I do remember that they had, I could have sworn they called them camels. They were like a 4x8 sheet of plywood, but they were very thick. And they would float on the water, and you would stand on those and you could scrape the ship above the waterline and paint. And we were going to go on a test run, and somebody didn't tie one of those camels off, and it got sucked in and bent the propeller. And the ship had to go into dry dock, and I wish I had taken pictures. That was something to see the ship out of the water and how they do that. They have a map of the hull of the ship, and they place blocks in the dry dock divers. Or no, when it's dry before they fill it. But they do have divers that go in, and then when there's a ship, there's enough water for the ship to come in, and they start to take the water out of the dry dock, they make sure that everything's in place so the ship settles down properly. And they repaired the prop, and then we went back for a test, and not long after that we went to the Western Pacific for a year.